What's up, YouTube? It's me, your boy Tank, and this is my first edition of the Raw review. So, it's not really Monday, but I was able to still watch Raw on Saturday because I missed it on Monday because the Chargers and the Broncos were playing. But anyways, I was able to watch it on the Universal HD. So I got to watch it in HD. That was pretty nice. It was clear to see how fake wrestling has gotten. Nonetheless, it was still entertaining. But anyways, yeah, so the guest host for Raw this past week was Snoop Dogg, and he was alright. I liked him. He's a little entertaining. I think he was getting over the top in some of his segments, like when it was Chavo, it was him and Chavo were going at it, because Chavo was with Jillian Hall when she lost to Melina, and so he got mad and upset, so he started, pushing Snoop Dogg, and so, first he ended up hitting Hornswoggle, which Hornswoggle, he was kind of like Ice Cube. He had his little black hat on, LA on there. I thought, it was a little Ice Cube. It ain't no little Snoop Dogg. But anyways, and so yeah, so he started pushing Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg was trying. He was really selling himself. He was walking around like he was, so tough, getting ready to box him or something. He ended up spearing Chavo. I mean, that spear actually kind of took me by surprise. He hit Chavo pretty hard. And then Chavo popped up, of course. If any other day, Chavo would have beat him. Snoop Dogg, no offense, man, but you are a skinny dude. And I just don't see you wrestling somebody like that. Especially Chavo, since he's supposed to be, a legend in his family, since he's a Guerrero. But yeah, some of the highlights I liked of Raw was Triple H versus John Cena. That was a pretty good match. It was a back and forth. They sold it at the end pretty well. It took 3 pedigrees to defeat John Cena, but John Cena, he looked like he was crying after the match. Maybe it was just the HD, the sweat, but I thought he was literally crying. I wasn't sure myself. I was like, well, if John Cena's crying, so maybe he might not win this at bragging point. But another noticeable match was let's see. I like the Divas. I always like Divas matches. I don't know. They're really entertaining. They really start fighting. This one wasn't as good as some of the past, but the Divas matches are pretty good. And I didn't get to watch the Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho, but I'm not even sure who won. I didn't even feel like checking, but they seem like they really set the bar. And a guest was there besides Snoop Dogg, Marty Jannetty. Of course, he went out there and got jobbed, but it was by The Miz of all people. I mean, it's The Miz. He's starting to get into his character though, but I could have seen. I thought they were gonna let Marty Jannetty. I mean, they let the other guy he was the job. I don't remember his name. He didn't even get to wrestle, so I know he must have felt bad that night. But then I thought they were gonna actually have a pretty good match, and it was pretty one-sided fight. Miz he took care of him, but those are probably just the main points I liked, and all the Snoop Dogg segments were pretty good. I liked the beginning of it when he came out there in his caddy, and he went out there and he called out DX, and he was doing the little signs, and DX went out there. DX is just looking at them, they're really washed out before they used to be, but they gotta do it. It's PG. And another part too is when Snoop Dogg he said he has to go hit that, and they thought it was I thought it was weird. They put that little technical difficulty up, and it was in those scented candles, but the last one, he mentioned the cut grass, and then Charlie Brown or Santino Morello, he came out there talking about, what's that smell or something. That was pretty funny. But other than that, Raw was it was a decent. I'll probably give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars if I were to rate it. Next, let's talk about the pay-per-view that's coming up on Sunday, which is tomorrow. Bragging rights. It looks like some pretty good. This looks like alright. It has pretty good matches, some good cards. I'm looking forward to seeing the John Cena versus Randy Orton Iron Man to see how far that goes. Hopefully, this will be the last match of their rivalry, like it says, because him and Triple H been fighting Randy Orton this whole year, and it's getting really, really, really old. And it was actually refreshing to see Triple H versus fight John Cena. It was really refreshing. But yeah, they have that one, Randy Orton versus John Cena Iron Man match. They have the SmackDown versus Raw, the co-captains Triple H and Shawn Michaels DX versus Chris Jericho and his crew. They have two new guys on that SmackDown. I don't even know who they are. I just know one. Vince McMahon really likes him. The other one, I guess, is the way that Shawn Michaels told Triple H he is banging Vicky Guerrero, and he said he's a brave man. I guess he is a brave man indeed. But then we also have the Divas match of SmackDown versus Raw, and we have I'm looking forward to this match, The Miz versus John Morrison. I think that might be a pretty good match. Those are two up-and-coming superstars, even though Miz is kind of, but it's going to be a good match. I know it is. They have really good chemistry together. And who else? Oh, and the Fatal 4-Way with on SmackDown, The Undertaker, Batista, Rey Mysterio, and who else was it? Undertaker, Batista, Rey Mysterio. Oh yeah, CM Punk. I don't forget CM Punk. He's my boy too. But yeah, they're gonna be squaring off. But let me give you my predictions. I think I got all the matches. First, the Divas one. I'm gonna go with SmackDown Divas, just because I think Mickie James is over there now, and I like Mickie James. And Beth Phoenix, she's a beast, a woman beast. And let's see, the SmackDown versus Raw brand. I'm going with Raw. They're going to give it to Raw because they have a lot more talented and not new up-and-comers. For the Fatal 4-Way, I want to go with my boy Batista, but I'm going to have to give it to The Undertaker. He's going to retain. And for the Iron Man match, I was going to go with John Cena, but I think John Cena might be making another movie, so they're probably going to let Randy Orton retain it. But I also think, if anything, Ted DiBiase is going to come out there and hit Randy Orton. Either hit him or he's going to help him, so he can really get back on his good side. Because I know they're going to change Ted DiBiase to the face eventually. He's going that route. And what else? I told you I wanted... Oh yeah, the Miz and John Morrison. I think I said it. I wanted John Morrison to win. He's pretty good. I'm pretty sure he'd pull it off. But at the end, it's probably going to be an even match of matches, and the last one will probably be the SmackDown versus Raw. And they're going to give it to Raw. But yeah, that's about it for my Raw Rewind and my preview and my predictions for the bragging rights. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and subscribe, rate, comment, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Oh, you guys, I almost forgot. Tomorrow, Chargers play the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'll tell you right now, Chargers going to win hands down. Of course. It's going to be a pretty easy game, I think. If we play right, defense stay on their ball, we should win that game. I'm predicting 28 to 10. That's my prediction. All right, guys, later.